everyone, and we're going to be talking about Dork Diaries today. Tales from Not So Happy Heartbreaker. Look at how much that was. $2.99. It says blue for a reason. It's books, so it's a book. So it's 18th of December. Oh my gosh. Goodwill. Let's get this off now. Okay, I'll come back whenever all that is all right here.
This is one of the first pieces he wrote after finding that long sought-after creative freedom. This is his oboe quartet in F major, performed here by Consortium Classicum. I'm Melanie Renata. This is Music Through the Night.
Okay, hello guys. We are going to be doing Dork Diaries. I don't know how long I'm going to be reading, so let's start because this book has about, hold on, it has about, it has 340 pages if you include some of the others. 341, 342, 343, 344, 345, 346, 347, 348, 349, 350, 351, 352, 353, 354, 355, 356, 357, 358, 359, 360, 361, and yeah. Russle. Dork Diaries. Tales from Not So Happy Heartbreaker. With Nikki Russle and Aaron Russell. Aladdin, New York, London, Toronto, Sydney, New Delhi. To my Aunt Betty and Uncle Phil, thank you for always being there for me and for treating me like your pretend daughter. I love you both dearly. Acknowledgements. Wow, it's hard to believe we now have a Dork Diaries Book 6. I would like to thank the following members of Team Dork. My Dorkalicious fans all over the world. Each and every one of you is very special to me. Danielle Lazar, my dream agent, thank you for supporting my sometimes wacky ideas. Lisa Abrams, Mignogna, aka Batgirl, my fabulous and fun editor who almost makes this not seem like work. Jean Henderson, my super fast and talented art director who survived this book. Tori, my very organized pen pally, and Dina Warner, my website magician. We're going to go to the first ever page and skip a lot of it. Saturday, February 1st. Oh my god, I'm suffering from the worst ease of crush itches ever. This morning I had these flirty butterflies in my stomach that were making me feel super nauseous, but in a really good way. I felt so insanely happy I could just vomit sunshine, rainbows, confetti, glitter, and those yummy little Skittles candy thingies. I still can't believe my crush Brandon actually texted me last night after I left his birthday party. And you'll never guess what happened. He asked me out to Crazy Burger. Squee! And yes, I know it's not like a real date or anything, but still. I was so elated. I blasted my fave music and danced around my bedroom like a maniac. Hey, I was beyond fierce. I was an air guitar playing dance machine. After dancing in my room for an entire hour, I was so tired I could barely breathe. That's when I collapsed into a wheezing, sweat-soaked mess of body odor and sheer exhaustion. Gasp. A very happy, wheezing, sweat-soaked mess of body odor and sheer exhaustion. Me with a big, fat, dorky smile plastered across my face. Why? Because any minute now, Brandon was going to contact me so we could make plans to hang out at Crazy Burger. Squee! So I snuggled into a comfy chair, stared at my cell phone, and waited patiently for his call. I waited and waited. 2 hours later. And waited 4 hours later. And waited 6 hours later. Before I knew it, it was bedtime. Felt like I'd been waiting forever. Cobweb thingies. Me, flopped across my bed, sulking. Ugh. But no call, no email, not even a text message. I even checked my cell phone to make sure the battery thingy hadn't run down or something. Unfortunately, my last call was from my BFF, Chloe and Zoe. They had called me late last night with some really juicy gossip. Apparently, someone had showed up at Brandon's party unexpectedly to drop off a present for him shortly after I had left. You'll never guess who it was. Mackenzie. Okay, I'll admit it was really nice and sweet of her to do that, but she had totally overlooked one very important little detail. She wasn't invited, which meant Miss Thing had basically crashed Brandon's party. Like, who does that? My BFFs told me that Mackenzie was twirling her hair and giggling and flirting with Brandon like crazy. Then she got super serious and asked to talk to him privately about something really important. Just great. Now I'm really starting to panic. What if Mackenzie told him some awful lies about me so he wouldn't want to be friends anymore? She was always talking about me behind my back and saying stuff like, Nikki's a hopeless, insecure, fashion challenge, diary obsessed dork. Which is so not true. Well, maybe it's a little true. Okay, actually a lot true, but still. Why did all of this have to happen just when Brandon and I were about to have our very first date that really isn't a date? Please, 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 please let Brandon call me tomorrow. Sunday, February 2nd. I've been awake for 7 hours, 11 minutes, and 39 seconds. And Brandon still hasn't called. I'm starting to worry that something really bad happened to him. I think he sincerely wanted to call me. And he sincerely tried to call me. But he just couldn't. Because maybe he got abducted by aliens. Hey, don't laugh. It could actually happen. Can't believe this is happening. Drop my phone and now I can't call Nikki. In spite of the fact that I was still suffering from severe case of crush itties and having a really bad day, my parents made me babysit my little sister Brianna just so they could go to a movie together. Like, how intensive is that? Sometimes I think Mom and Dad need to take a parenting class or something. The last time I tried to talk to Brandon on the phone with Brianna around, it was a total disaster. She actually told him about my hair, legs, and crusty eye boogers. It was so humiliating. Lately, Brianna has been totally obsessed with those diva hair salon shows on TV. And get this, she actually calls herself Miss Bree, fashionista hairstylist to the stars. I was so shocked to see her sneaking into my parents' bathroom and stealing shampoo and perfume and stuff. It was like I had personally witnessed a miracle. Brianna was finally trying to improve her very nasty hygiene. Woohoo! But later, when I peeked inside Brianna's room, I discovered she was missing. And in her place was a strange little woman. She was wearing fake diamond cat eye glasses with a long scarf, 4 sizes too big, satin slippers, and a kitty paint apron filled with Mom's designer makeup collection. Didn't know who the heck she was. I wanted to scream, "Who are you? And what have you done with my little sister?" But gut told me to run away fast and call the police. Then she smiled at me really big and said, "Salon Brianna." Bonjour, Miss Nikki. Welcome to Salon Brianna. I was halfway down the hallway before Brianna caught up with me. She grabbed my arm and dragged me back toward her room. "Darling, where are you going? Don't be scared," Brianna said in an awful fake French accent that sounded more like a 6-year-old Arnold. You'll know how to say that. "You're playing with Mom's new makeup and perfume. You do realize she's going to kill you when she gets home, right?" I scolded her. "Never mind that, darling. You are Miss Bree's next appointment." Wee, come," she said, pushing me into her desk, her salon chair. Kids Bop music was playing in the background, and she drawn the most hideous hairstyle posters and hung them on her wall to help set the mood of a trendy upscale salon. Those posters should have been a warning to me about Miss Bree's hairstyling abilities. I couldn't resist coming up with catchy names for each one. The ugly, the uglier, the ugliest. God damn. Don't worry, darling, Mrs. Bree said. I'm going to make you beautiful for your little friend Brandon, yes? For Brandon, I blushed profusely. Hey, it was just a pretend makeover with Miss Bree fashionista, hairstyle to the stars. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, as long as it's only pretend, I grumped. If I was lucky, this would keep Brianna occupied until Mom and Dad got back home. And it was way less dangerous than us baking cookies and almost burning down the house again. Yay, my first customer, Miss Bree cheered. Before I start, darling, would you like something to drink? Juicy juice? Hawaiian punch? Chocolate milk? Chocolate milk would be nice, I answered. Hans, go get our customer, Miss Nikki, a glass of the chocolate milk. Extra cold, she commanded, looking at her teddy bear in the chair next to mine. Hans, didn't move an inch. Well, she glared at him, don't just sit there. Go get the milk for her now, please. And she turned to me and laughed uncomfortably. Please excuse my assistant. Hans is new here. The speaks of French, but very little English. I looked at the teddy bear, looked back at her, and raised an eyebrow. Okay, I replied. I just want... Oh my gosh. It's actually Cherry. So I'm just going to say, instead of darling, I'm going to say Cherry. I know just what to do with your hair, Cherry, Brianna said as she draped a smock around my shoulders. Now just relax and let Miss Bree work on her magic, yes? Hans, would you please grab that magazine and give it to... Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself. Brianna handed me a trendy teen fashion magazine to read. Just like in real salon, I was impressed until I realized she had wiped my new teen thing mag from my room. The little thief! But I had to admit, Miss Bree fashionista, hairstylist at Stars, seemed to know her stuff. Me reading while Miss Bree does my hair. That's when I came across this intriguing article about, you guessed it, guys. How to know if a guy is just not into you. He agrees to do a date and then rudely cancels at the very last minute. He simply texts you an apology instead of telling you in person. Suddenly, he's always too busy to spend any time with you. When you try to talk about your relationship, he just walks away. He's spending way too much time with another girl. I guess that's the picture they chose. You know what? No, I'm not gonna worry. Okay, this is the last page, and then I have to get to bed. That magazine article That magazine article was just shocking. Only a guy who was a total loser would do those things. I felt really lucky I didn't have to deal with DDD, dysfunctional dude drama, in my own life. I ripped out the magazine page, folded it, and stuck it in my pocket. For future reference, just in case. Suddenly I felt a tug on my hair, then a huge yank. Ouch! I yelled. Brianna, what are you doing? Making you beautiful, Cherry. There is no problem at all. No, don't worry, please. In spite of her assurance, I sensed a little uncertainty in that jacked up accent of hers. Page 23. Next, I felt another slight tug and then snip. A chopped off braid landed in my lap. I gasped. Then, with a trembling hand, I picked up the braid and prayed that it belonged to someone else. Like maybe Hans, that lazy French-speaking teddy bear assistant. What is this? I yelled at Brianna as I stared at it. Nothing at all. I throw away. Yes? She snatched the braid from me and tossed it over her shoulder. There, all gone. Brianna, give me that mirror now, or this game is so over, I screeched, my eyeballs bulging. Brianna handed it to me and giggled nervously. Okay, thank you for watching. Yes, thank you for watching. That is the correct one. And I was kind of accidentally speaking kind of British, so I don't know a French accent. Just had to speak in a different accent, okay? If you want to learn more about Dork Diaries, come to the next video, number 2, and peace.